Hi everybody, today is October 20th and I know that I made a video yesterday, but I wanted to make a video about the swine flu because it's been all over the news and I think that it's important to know about the different vaccines because one of them can potentially be dangerous if you're on an immunosuppressive drug. So I got this information from the CDC, the Center for Disease Prevention and Control, and also I got information from the National MS Society's website, and I talked to someone from my local chapter. So I'm going to share with you information that I found, but I think it's really important to talk to your doctor, read up about it, and do what you think is best for you. And I know that I'm going to get a vaccine, but I think it's up to every individual to do what you think is best. The first thing I want to talk about is the difference between two different types of vaccines. And I never knew this. I had no idea. But there's one called a live virus vaccine. And that is a vaccine that contains a living virus that is able to give and produce immunity, usually without causing illness. For most people with healthy immune systems, live virus vaccines are effective and safe. Now, I don't have a healthy immune system because I have MS. So, what do? Well, they talk about another type of virus which is called deactivated or killed virus vaccine. And they cannot cause an infection, but they still can stimulate a protective immune response. So that's a good thing. On the MS website, they talk about the regular flu shot. And it says, in previous years, the National MS Society recommends a regular flu shot as safe and effective vaccination for people with MS. The flu shot, which is a deactivated or killed vaccine that I mentioned, can safely be taken by individuals who are on any of the disease-modifying medications like Avonex, Betaseron, Copaxone, Rebif, Novantrone, and Tysabri. And they also talk about this, it's called Flu Mist Intranasal. In 2003, the FDA approved a flu vaccine nasal spray for healthy children and adolescents ages 5 to 17 and healthy adults ages 18 to 49. According to Dr. Aaron Miller, the Society's chief medical officer, Flu Mist, which is a live weakened vaccine, is not recommended for use by people with MS and should be specifically avoided by a person with MS who is on an immunosuppressive So that's really, really important. The nasal spray, the nasal vaccine should be avoided by people with MS. So make sure you guys know that. And it says live virus vaccines are more likely than deactivated virus vaccines to cause an increase in disease activity in people with MS. A person taking an immunosuppressive medication is more susceptible to developing an infection with a vaccine strain of virus, an infection that may be particularly severe because the person's immune system is suppressed. And it says the interactions between live vaccines and the disease-modifying medications are not known. So that's scary. The unknown is like the scariest thing in the world for me and for a lot of people I know. Now, the swine flu vaccine, it says, on September 15th, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved 4 vaccines for the H1N1 flu virus. The vaccines are manufactured using similar processes by 4 different companies. An adult over the age of 9 being vaccinated against H1N1 influenza will receive 1 dose of these vaccines, and children under 9 will receive 2 doses. 3 of the H1N1 vaccines are deactivated or killed vaccines that are an administered injection. So anybody who's taken any of the ABCs, that should not be a big deal at all because we're all used to that. It's not a big deal. and it says these deactivated vaccines are considered safe for people with MS. And it goes on to talk about more specific things, but I think it's important, if you're interested in getting vaccinated, I really think it's important to read about it and talk to your doctor about it. But I'll just finish by saying this. It says, in summary, people with MS should consult with their physician about obtaining a regular flu shot as soon as possible. They should also discuss with their neurologist whether they should get the deactivated H1N1 vaccine, because catching the flu would put them at a greater risk of an exacerbation, or their MS symptoms are severe enough to put them at risk for flu complications. The flu mist nasal spray vaccine and the live nasal spray version of the H1N1 are not recommended for people with MS. Not recommended, so be careful. I really think it's important to talk to your doctor. And the vaccines, they said they were supposed to arrive mid-October, and it's past mid-October, and I know some places have vaccines already. So talk to your doctor if this is something that concerns you, and do your research, and I wish you all the best. I know that I'm going to get vaccinated just to be sure, and I hope that you're all feeling well and doing well, and I'll be talking to you soon. See you later. Bye.